Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I admit it. I'm a Star Wars fanboy. I've loved Star Wars ever since I was a kid. My dad took me to see it, in its original release back in the theaters in the late 70s, and collected Star Wars memorabilia throughout childhood. Kind of got into Darth Vader when I became an adult for various reasons. I don't know why. It's just recapturing my childhood, I guess. So when I got an email yesterday from Alex Palmer, I had to take a look. This is a piece of freeware for Mac OS X that will allow you to generate your own title sequence for your own Star Wars whatever. So if you're also a Star Wars fan, you're making some kind of film, a fan film, maybe a brick film that's, Star Wars-esque. This is going to be the easiest way you're going to be able to generate the imagery for it. Just the images, not the sounds. So here it says my distributor name, and I can change that to just about anything in the dialog off to the side. I'll drag it in for just a second just to show you what I'm going to be editing in. So there's the dialog. I can change that my distributor name to just about anything. So I could say, what do I want to say? Live. And as I'm typing it in, it updates. Pirillo. Com. Look at that. Live.Pirillo. Well, there's no dots, but live Pirillo.com. And then down in here, you can see it. Well, you may not be able to see it, but it says a homemade fan film company. We can change that to Geeks. There we go. So now that's strung along the bottom there. Not like it's going to matter. I can go then to the next field, which is the film company name. It starts out by default Jimbo Film, but I could call it. What do I want? Give me an idea, guys. What do I want to call this? We'll do it interactively since I've got the chat room here. What do we call it? We got to think of a good name, like seriously, like a good because normally this would be a part where Pirillo. I already put Pirillo in there. Pirillo film. That's boring. No one would watch a Pirillo film if they could even get past that part. Pirillo Arts. All right, I guess I could do with that. That's a little too egotistical. Geeks Central Inc. All right, let's try that. Geeks Central, and then Inc. is already in there. If I wanted to change the Inc., I could, so I can go to Limited, LTD or whatever. It's amazingly simple how this works. Then of course you have the intro text. It starts out not so long ago in a garage, pretty close by. We can say a long time ago, maybe 15 minutes or something like that. So now we've created our intro text. We give the title of the movie, so it starts a sci-fi movie. Let's make it, what do we call it? Holy cow! There we go. That's what the title of our film is now. Holy cow! So now we get to go into the crawl, and it is a new age for fan film directors. The rebels are getting nervous. Someone replaced their Linux boxes with Windows Vista, and now they are really, I gotta spell it right, really peeved. Okay, so now we've created our crawl, and we keep doing that, indefinitely. And I'm going to drag the dialogue in here again just to show you. It's a simple dialogue change. I mean, as I'm changing these different fields, and I can flip back between them at any given time if I want to edit them. Then I can flip over to the Generate tab here in the dialogue, and I've got a variety of generation options. Now, it doesn't create the video. It creates a series of images. Again, you can create small, medium, large, anamorphic, DVD PAL or NTSC, HD low, HD high, or custom sizing. There's the destination folder. You also have to set the frames per second. And this is all going to be very important because what will happen when I press go, the go button there, is it will go through and it'll generate a series of images. And these images will be sitting inside a directory, and then that directory then could be pulled into QuickTime, and QuickTime will render out this series of images into a video. Then you could export that video as an MP4 or whatever you want. Now, this is just images. It's not audio, but I think if you guys, if anybody out there is going, I don't need a Mac, I don't want Mac OS 10, there's no software for it, I dare you. I triple dog dare you to find anything on any operating system that is so easy to use. It's just fun. I mean, come on. Even if you don't like Star Wars, this is pretty cool. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool, and it's free. So happy that this link was passed along to me. More information can be found at the website. You have to pardon as I pull this up here in the foreground. There's the release info. I was hoping to find the URL in there. Actually, I know an easier way. Star Wars, about Star Wars. There we go. Coded by Daryl Rex Finley. See tutorial at alienwriterflex.com/crawl. And I'll zoom in here just a bit so you can see that, or see it a little better. He's already up to version 1.14. Oop, that's a little too close. There we go. alienwriterflex.com/crawl. There he's got a full-on tutorial. It is pretty simple, though. Once you kind of get into it, it's pretty self-explanatory. The tutorial, I think, is, it was helpful, and I think the application will get easier to use over time. So if you are creating a fan film, a brick film, anything related to Star Wars film, even if you know someone who's a Star Wars fan, when you send the generated video, don't send them the still images. That doesn't do them any good. When you generate the video, send it to them. I can pretty much guarantee they'll be impressed. I sent it on to a friend last night, and they were kind of like, wow. I didn't really want to give away my secret, right? Because there's kind of something special. But it's not the fact that, it's easy to do. It's the fact that you think about somebody else when you're doing it. That is the reason you would do something like this. Anyway, send me any of the links that you have, software, anything that does something cool, maybe not Star Wars related, but certainly is unique. I like unique software. You're free to pass it along pretty much anytime. My email address is chris@pirillo.com. Actually, I can type that in. Chris. Let's see if @ will work. @pirillo.com. There's my email address in Star Wars fashion. And you're also welcome to stop by the chat room. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at... Here, I can key it in here. Actually, I'll key it in here. Live. Oop, nope, wrong field. Sorry. I'll keep that blank. I gotta get the right field. live.pirillo.com. And now I'm gonna type it in here. Later.